Hello, it's in the body with Father Royce. I want to welcome you to this channel. It's Father Royce. In the body is a channel that wants to discuss everything inside out, especially trending issues, local, national, international, etc. We'll discuss it inside out, but we'll discuss it in the light of the scriptures. We are faith people, and I believe what the scripture says, so we'd like to discuss it in the light of the scriptures and also reasoning and traditions. Thank you for joining. If you're a first timer, thank you very much. I just want to make you click that like button, the thumbs up button. When you click that button, it's like it sells the video more and more. We want more audience, more persons to listen to us and get insights. Apart from that, you could freely subscribe and press the notification button, so that anytime there's a video, we'll keep you informed. Thank you. I want to today talk on the issue of tithes and a lot of controversies that have been surrounding tithes. I don't know how long I'll be doing this video, but I just want to be able to talk on this issue of tithing and some controversies that are surrounding the issue of tithes. Now, what is tithe? Should a Christian pay tithe? Should people give tithe or pay, whatever you call it? But me, I don't use pay. Anything in church. Once I just enter church, that word pay, I don't know why. I'm not an English professor, but the sound, what it says to me, the tune it gives to me, I drop the word pay. So when I'm in church, whether I'm a tithe, whether I'm offering, whether I'm a levy, whether I'm a seed, any kind of giving, any kind of thing that requires my money and attention, I see it like I'm giving it to God. I'm not paying. It's my personal belief. So should people give tithes is an issue, one. Tithe has been very, very, very controversial in recent times. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers and friends who have discussed the issue of tithing, and it is really, really, really causing a lot of controversy. I have a lot of persons I've listened to who are in support, some are not in support, and there are some who have come out rightly to say, if you give tithe, it's wrong. This tithing is this, not, it's not that, that. Well, for me, personally, I'm a tither, a person who gives tithes. I want to give it faithfully, God helping me. I'm not here to blow my horn to say I'm doing it faithfully, but I wish and I desire to give it faithfully by God's grace helping me. So when it comes to tithe, I get tithe card for church. Sunday, I give it to God. I give my tithes regularly, frequently, as much as the Lord gives me. So I will not in any way say anybody shouldn't give tithes. That's one. Why? Because for me, tithe is a faith issue. Some people look at it from the angle of laws. In the law, I've even heard ministers preach. I think there's a revered minister somewhere in Akwa Ibom State who I watched his message on tithe. And personally, I got disappointed when he said some things. I don't want to call the name. But for me, tithing is not just the law. It's not just the law. Tithing, the first thing is that it's a faith issue. It's a faith issue. If we go back down to the days of Abraham and Jacob, where there are little records of tithes, we see that Abraham gave tithes to Melchizedek. Jacob, while joining on a journey, had an encounter with divinity, and he also promised that he will give his tithes. Why did they say that? Why did they give tithes? If tithing was just a law thing, then it should have started from Moses. But it is not a Moses thing. It is not the law. It is a faith thing, because even from the time of Abraham, we've seen instances where tithe was given, and before the law, when Moses started giving laws on tithing, and then we go to the prophets. Prophet Malachi, especially, is the one that is always quoted because of this issue of tithes. So, and then to the time of Jesus, even in the temple, Jesus came into a religion where tithing was being done. And you know what? Jesus did not rebuke tithe, as some people said. Jesus only said priority from his statement. I don't want to quote the scriptures. From his statement, I can't quote him verbatim now. From his statement, it was that tithing should not be a priority like it is today. I think that is what is making tithe an issue. Or else, tithing is not supposed to be an issue. It's something somebody gives in faith to God, probably through the church, for the work of mission and evangelism. And when the person has given it, he leaves it there and goes to spend others. That is that. Now, I want to strongly say this. We cannot say because there is an abuse of this thing called tithe, or because there are fake ministers of the gospel, then this tithe issue is wrong. It should be killed. It should be destroyed. It should be scattered. That is what I want to think. Because from all the people who have been watching, especially on YouTube, I don't want to call names, but I've been watching a lady, I've been watching some guys, two ladies and some guys on YouTube, and the way they fire tithe, tithe is this, tithe is not this, tithe, people should stop. It's a lotting. It's not a law. And because you see one or two ministers who you are firing and think they are misusing the gospel with their lifestyle because they have tithes, you shouldn't stop others from giving it. It's not godly. It's not godly for you to look and say, because this man of God has this lifestyle, people should stop giving tithes because of that man of God, or because of that minister, or because of this minister or that person. It shouldn't be. Because number one, it's what should be given according to scriptures. And one, like I said, I give tithe purely because it's part of my worship. It's part of my commitment to mission and evangelism. That is why I give tithe. It's my commitment to mission and evangelism. It's part of my worship. It's my commitment to mission and evangelism. It's my commitment to the furtherance of the gospel here on earth. And then two, some persons say it is not a New Testament thing. No, in the New Testament church, giving was a regular thing. And the New Testament church did not just even give 10%. They gave all. Ask people like Brother Barnabas. Ask Ananias and Sapphira. They even gave all. And Jesus did not condemn it. Now, if it is not even a New Testament thing, today's church has evolved. I belong to a communion. I belong to a denomination or a church where we give tithes. And now, the bishop and all his clergy and laity, they sit down in a meeting like a synod, and then they agree that tithes should be given. They stamp and approve that tithes should be given. Then you say no. It is a form of, how will I put it now? Rebellion. It's a form of rebellion. All those who sit down for that meeting say, make we dey give tithe to support the work of the gospel. And then you say, no, we not go give them. It's a form of rebellion. That is what I think. Number one, I love God. I love his work, and I work his work to go forward. And the church where I belong to, nobody will flog you for not giving it. Probably because you see ministers who abuse it. Nobody will flog you from not giving it. By the constitution of the church where I belong, number one, you give tithe, you give class dues, and then you give, there's what they call, is it Okay, when I remember it, I'll tell you. There's another kind of giving, three kinds of giving that you should give in one of each that makes you member of the church. And listen, I've been ministering for over a decade here now. I've been pastoring since 2008. I never one day carry cane flog person will not give. But what do? I preach it, I teach it, and I tell people. And they give willingly, joyfully, out of their hearts. And God Himself responds to them and blesses them. I'm not even giving tithe because I want to be blessed first. Of course, there's a blessing for every giving you do, including tithe. But I give because the work of God has to go on. And I will not say because one pastor stole tithe or one pastor is living this kind of lifestyle and you believe it is the work of it is tithe and offering that is giving him this, then everybody should stop giving tithe. No, it is not done. Tithe is what we should give. Tithe is what we should give. And those of you condemning tithe, don't think tithe makes anybody poor. There are persons who are giving and getting blessed. There are persons who give it, who will still give it even with the condemnation you are giving. You condemn. There are persons who will continue giving because giving it does not change anything from their life. It doesn't change anything from their status. Instead, they are giving and they are happily giving to God, giving to His work, giving to the work of mission and evangelism. And then the work of God is going forward. I want us to rethink. If you are out there, rethink. Don't just I'm not saying this because I'm looking for tithes. Yeah? I'm not looking for tithes. Members will tithe. Me, I will give my tithe. God will bless me. God will bless them. We will use it for God's work. And the work of God will continue. But if you're a Christian, if you're truly born again and you want the work of God to go on, and we all have agreed that one of the ways we are going to fund church, the work of mission and evangelism in this time, one of the ways is your tithe. Then, don't stop giving. And I want to promise you, there is blessing. Forget all those people who are saying, there is blessing. For every good thing you do for God, there is blessing. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comment. I don't know everything. I always tell people I don't know everything. I like to get your response. Leave your comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about this thing called tithe. Thank you. It's Father Resi. Bye.